Picture this. It's one of those perfect Saturday mornings in the peaceful suburb of Maplewood Heights. The sun's out, the birds are singing backup vocals, and the neighborhood sprinklers are performing their synchronized morning show. Somewhere, a squirrel's plotting the grand heist of someone's cooling pie on a windowsill. Everything's calm until chaos screeches around the corner. And not just any chaos. It's Karen's minivan, the local legend of the HOA Facebook group. You know, the one famous for double parking, blocking driveways, and ignoring every traffic rule since the dawn of asphalt. But today, Karen outdoes herself. She parks right in the fire lane in front of her own street. Because obviously, emergency vehicles are just a suggestion. She's got an HOA meeting to conquer. Priorities, right? Wrong. Spectacularly wrong. Enter Mr. Thompson, AI, sweet old fellow who waters his tulips while muttering about kids these days. He spots Karen's metal beast squatting in the fire lane and lets out a sigh that carries generations of exhaustion. "Here we go again," he mumbles and shuffles over to reason with her. But reason and Karen go together like oil and water. She swings open the minivan door, unleashing the glare, that death ray look that could dim the sun itself. Then, arms flailing, she declares her rights like a one-woman revolution. "You can't tell me where to park. I live here. I pay HOA fees. I am the law." Her voice echoes down the block. Within minutes, neighbors gather, popcorn in hand, phones out. Because let's be honest, nothing unites a community faster than a full-blown Karen meltdown. Enter Fire Chief Rodriguez, towering, calm, and radiating that quiet authority that makes people stand up straighter. His fire truck glides in, sirens off because he doesn't need theatrics. One glance at the scene and his jaw tightens ever so slightly. "Ma'am," he says, voice steady as stone, "this is a fire lane. You'll need to move your vehicle immediately?" Karen squints, as if she's deciphering ancient code, and snaps back, "Who do you think you are? You can't boss me around. I'm an HOA member. You can't tow me." And that's when the real plot twist starts to unfold, because Fire Chief Rodriguez is just getting warmed up. His radio, saying smoothly, "Unit 3, go ahead and tow that minivan. Make it quick." You could practically hear the collective neighborhood gasp. Phones shoot up, kids point, and even poor Mr. Thompson drops his watering can in utter disbelief. Karen's face turns a color found only on stop signs and embarrassed villains. The tow truck rumbles into view, and she goes through all 5 stages of denial in under 2 minutes, arguing, shouting, bargaining, and even offering $5 in loose change. Shockingly, modern tow companies don't accept couch coin bribes. The crowd watches in awe as her beloved minivan is lifted into the air, a shiny symbol of poetic justice rising for all to see. Every phone is recording, and within minutes, Karen's parking meltdown is trending before she can even type delete. Now she stands in the middle of the street, flailing like a windmill of fury, shrieking about imaginary HOA bylaws that don't exist outside her imagination. Meanwhile, Fire Chief Rodriguez strolls off, hands clasped behind his back, humming like a man who just delivered both safety and entertainment in one heroic act. Maplewood Heights learns an important lesson that day. Never challenge a fire lane, especially when the fire chief has perfect timing and witnesses. After her van's humiliating exit, Karen storms back to her house, her personal kingdom of HOA decor. Every wall is lined with framed newsletters, best neighborhood watch certificates, and candles labeled anti-bad parking energy. Her hands tremble with rage, but her ego burns hotter than ever. She refuses to be the villain of this viral saga. Oh no, she'll be the Avenger, the mastermind of suburban revenge. Clipboard in hand, armed with self-printed violations and zero self-awareness, she charges into the street ready to reclaim her pride. By now, the entire block is buzzing. Everyone's whispering, laughing, or refreshing their phones for the next update. Little Timmy's editing memes. Mrs. Patel's laughing so hard she's snorting kombucha. It's a full-blown neighborhood event. And the main attraction? Karen marching toward Mr. Thompson's house like a one-woman justice department. She bangs on his door. "You think you're funny, huh? You think this is okay? Well, I'm taking action!" And by action, she doesn't mean a formal complaint. Oh no. She whips out a roll of yellow caution tape and starts wrapping it around his mailbox, his tricycle, even his garden gnome. "This is a crime scene. She announces dramatically to absolutely no one. Cue the live stream. One neighbor's camera captures everything as comments flood in. Is she serious? Send snacks. I can't stop laughing. The collective disbelief is almost musical. But Karen's still not done. She sneaks to the local community pool and plants a no parking, fire lane sign right on the diving board. She steps back, beaming like she's single-handedly improved public safety. Only problem? The pool's closed for maintenance, and the lone worker there films the entire thing, posting it online with the caption, "Karen saves the neighborhood from water." The chaos that follows is legendary. Kids quote her rants like viral movie lines. Dogs bark every time someone says fire lane. Even the mailman pauses deliveries just to watch the spectacle unfold. And yet, Karen pushes on, storming into that afternoon's HOA meeting like she's entering a courtroom drama. "This is an emergency," she shouts. "The street is unsafe. My rights have been violated." The board members stare blankly, already debating how many bottles of wine it'll take to survive this session. And just when it seems her tirade will never end, the door opens, revealing Fire Chief Rodriguez again. Only this time, he's not here to tow a van. He's here, calm and steady, ready to deliver one final lesson on why fire lanes exist, and how Maplewood Heights just witnessed the most educational comedy of the year. Why wrapping yellow caution tape around a mailbox doesn't quite count as a heroic act. Karen's jaw practically hits the floor. The live stream captures every second. A grown woman arguing with a uniformed officer. Her infamous minivan meltdown still fresh in everyone's memory, and the comment section exploding in pure digital chaos. By day's end, Karen's big revenge plan has imploded spectacularly. She's trending on local social media. The neighborhood can't stop laughing, and little Timmy has already uploaded a highlight reel titled, "Karen vs. Gravity, a Tragic Comedy." Meanwhile, the HOA board and the fire chief exchange knowing looks, sometimes. The universe delivers justice all on its own, and all you can do is sit back and enjoy the show. The next morning, Maplewood Heights is buzzing like never before. Karen's minivan disaster and her gravity-defying caution tape stunt have become neighborhood legend. Residents gossip on porches, kids whisper between classes, and a local news van circles the block hunting for the next viral clip. Karen has unwillingly become a living, breathing meme. But in her mind, she's the misunderstood hero. Fueled by caffeine, ego, and royal-level entitlement, she grabs her latte and clipboard and marches into battle once again. Her first target, the HOA board meeting, conveniently live-streamed, of course, for maximum humiliation potential. Karen bursts through the door, papers flying like confetti. "This is outrageous. Completely outrageous," she bellows. The board collectively sighs, bracing for another tirade about trivial things like driveway symmetry violations or sunlight trespassing. But this time, the spectacle's on her. The fire chief, Mr. Rodriguez, arrives, this time in full uniform, calm and confident. He doesn't raise his voice. Instead, he simply holds up his phone, replaying the live footage of her minivan being towed the previous day. Silence sweeps the room. Karen's face turns an unclassifiable shade of red. "That's fake news," she sputters, but everyone knows better. The live stream chat is merciless. Karen.exe has stopped working. She's unraveling but not finished. Determined to reclaim her honor, Karen hatches her most bizarre plan yet, a public act of defiance. Minutes later, she's in the community center's parking lot, armed with what looks like a festival prop. Behold, a giant inflatable minivan. Yes, an actual blow-up version of the same vehicle that got towed. She inflates it proudly in the fire lane, climbs on top and declares, "Behold my parking dominion." Neighbors gather instantly. Phones rise. Live streams multiply. Kids laugh, dogs bark, and even the mailman pauses his route just to film this suburban absurdity. People are laughing so hard they're crying, and little Timmy's uploading clips faster than Karen can pose. Hashtags like Jack Karen V's the world start trending within minutes. Then comes the twist no one saw coming. The fire chief returns, this time with a real tow truck. Without saying a word, he hooks the inflatable van's tethers and slowly hoists it into the air. The crowd roars. Karen's self-made monument to defiance starts sagging mid-air, her proud pose turning into a flailing panic atop a deflating balloon. The scene is instantly legendary. Phones capture every second. Neighbors cheer. Memes are born in real time. Finally, Karen stomps away, muttering about bylaws and injustice, while Maplewood Heights celebrates its newest community victory. The fire lane is free again. The laughter echoes through the cul-de-sacs. And little Timmy? He's already edited a 10-minute masterpiece titled Karen's Epic Minivan Deflation, a true suburban comedy classic. And so, legend says, never block a fire lane, never argue with a fire chief, and never underestimate the collective power of bored neighbors with smartphones. Karen's saga has ended, for now. If you enjoyed this chaos, hit that subscribe button. Every new subscriber fuels more ridiculous HOA showdowns. Don't forget to tap the bell icon so you never miss when justice strikes again. See you in the next story, where karma gets even louder.